Hi guys, this is a pick a card reading for who has a crush on you. The timestamps will be listed down below in the description box, as well as the decks that I am using. So we have pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. If you guys need a second to select the decks, go right ahead and pause the video. All right, pile number 1, those of you who have chosen this deck or this ring, this is going to be your guys' reading. Who has a crush on my pile number 1s? All right, pile number 1. Who has a crush on you? Well, obviously, we're picking up 3 different types of people who have a crush on you. Especially when we have the wolf, the deer, and the shark. So the type of people that I see that is crushing on you guys at this time. First off, a lot of the people that have crushes on you can kind of tell or sense from you, pile number 1, that perhaps you're a little bit defensive and this is kind of interesting. For some of this pile, I'm picking up that some of you guys are in a committed relationship and others of you are single. So there's already kind of a split in between the two connections that I'm already picking up for you guys. But for the ones that are single, you guys kind of come off a little bit defensive. Maybe you guys have been heartbroken way too many times. These are the things that I feel like in general that all of your crushes are noticing about you, is a little bit of your demeanor. I'm also getting that a lot of you guys are in the process of healing yourselves, especially when you guys have gone through so much from whatever, because I'm getting that for some of you guys, there has been a relationship in your guys' past or somebody in your life that really could have hurt you that you are trying to get over, or you're in the process of just kind of letting go of any type of feelings that you have for anybody. So I feel like it's kind of, it's very interesting because if you notice with these 3, these 2 are looking directly at me. And this one, like the shark, is kind of, although it's looking, it feels like it's looking on the side. So you have one person, which I feel like the shark, who is so I guess let me break down the people, because I'm getting a lot of different type of messages for you guys, so just try and bear with me while I try to piece everything together. But I get that a lot of you guys are very focused on yourselves at the moment. I do think that you guys are off and on dating people, or you're in the process of creating something in your guys' life. Although I do get the sense that some of you guys are kind of in a energy of not feeling like you are getting what you want or that you desire in life. So there's a little bit of a struggle with you guys. I feel like that some of you at this time, you're either focusing on your love life or you're not. So I'm getting, like, again, this kind of one person single, one isn't kind of a vibe. So for my pile number 1s, if you guys are single, what I am picking up is you guys are in the middle of healing through whatever your past connections were, but you're in the process of working on yourselves, as well as perhaps your finances or your business or something that you're trying to do. But I'm getting that a lot of you guys are in the process of letting go of stuff that's burdening you, because I feel like you guys are going through a lot in your life right now. And people are noticing that about you, especially your crushes. So I feel like you guys are keeping to yourself. You're doing your own work. There's something about you guys too that you put a lot of pride into your appearance, or you put effort into certain things, but there's something here that I think you're healing from some kind of a heartbreak or some kind of a relationship that didn't pan out. And so I feel like you have people around you that are aware of that. So now to your crushes. I feel that some of you guys with that wolf, this is the type of person who I do feel like cracks a lot of jokes, they're kind of maybe funny, but they're also very, this is the type of, okay, so for this pile, I feel like this person could be in your friend group, or somebody that is like a coworker. There's somebody that just kind of comes in and out, of your life. Like they're there, but they kind of they're not always around you 24/7. So this person, they pay attention to you a lot. They notice how you dress, how you wear. It's like this individual really observes you. And how you interact with people specifically. So this person, they're very funny. They could also be kind of that person that people can see as a little bit rough around the edges. This is an individual who they maybe make jokes, but sometimes they make jokes that are kind of, I guess you would say, offensive, or just a little bit out of the norm, like a little bit of a darker sense of humor. But I'm also getting to that this person, they work hard, but they're also kind of like that loner. They're the type of person that is a little bit of a loner. They don't really hang out with very many people. They, I guess you could say, are a little bit introverted, but I don't know. They're kind of just like that person that would be described as a floater, like the people that kind of just come and go around with people. So people will know of them, but maybe they don't know much about them. So that's kind of the type of person that they are. I'm also just getting to that how you might know this person is from work or from a friend group. And I feel like this person, they watch you, they observe you. They also like to kind of try and stay close to you. They like to stand next to you, or they just kind of try to find little ways to kind of get to be known by you. They want you to notice them. I also feel like this person might want to play a little bit of mind games with you at times as well, like to see how your reaction is. It's like they test the waters with you to see how you're going to perceive them, how you're going to take them. So this person, they're very careful, and I feel like they're very cunning and strategic about how they approach you or how they come across to you. But I just feel like they watch you a lot. They just are very observant about you and what you like and what you dislike. So with the deer, I feel like with this person, this is somebody that is a little bit shy, but a little bit not too shy. So they're shy, but they're not that shy, if that makes sense, because they're kind of like this individual that they don't like confrontation. Like the wolf would probably have more of a confrontation with somebody. So the deer is a little bit more of a passive person. I feel like this person's very creative, very artistic. I think that how you know this individual is either through, I'm almost getting, this is kind of weird. I'm getting, for some of you guys, this could be like a brother's friend or like a family friend in a way, or you know them from, like a friend of a friend. Like there's some kind of weird correlation there, but this person, they see you, they know who you are. They even once in a while may talk about you, especially to, say for instance, if you have like a sibling and they're friends with that sibling, they might be like, oh, how is so-and-so doing? Like, how's pile number one doing? And they'll just kind of like try and nonchalantly bring you up in conversation. This is the type of person who, when they see you, they always kind of, they'll say hi to you, but they don't really necessarily talk to you very much. So this person, they try to get information from you or about you, but they don't necessarily go to you directly. So this person, even though they're always watching you and they're always thinking about you and observing you, this person maybe is not the type of person to come up and say, hey, I really like you. Would you want to go on a date with me or anything like that? So I feel like for some of you guys, this is the type of person that you're dealing with, is they're very, they're very nervous around you. They also might have like social anxiety, and so they're always fidgeting with something in their hands. This person just has a tendency of kind of wanting to keep to themselves a little bit, but also at the same time, they're just a little bit like, um, they're kind of, well, I guess with the wolf too, I would say they're more of an omnivert where they are introverted and extroverted. Like this person can really just talk to anybody. They don't really come off too shy or timid, but this person is like a little bit more of an introvert. They're really afraid to just come out and say something, while I feel like the wolf, it will be more willing to say something or at least compliment you, while this person, when they do something, it's very subtle, and it's sometimes you might not even pick up that this person is like complimenting you or hitting on you, you know. And then with the shark. So the shark one is very interesting because the shark feels like somebody that is almost somebody of authority, or somebody that is like they're always busy doing something. So this person is very fixated, I feel like, on work a lot. They work a lot, or they're focusing on themselves a lot. But this individual, they might side eye you. I don't know if you know them from work. This person has maybe a higher up position. There's something about this person that kind of gives off a little bit of an authority, or somebody that is just intimidates people. I feel like this individual, when they see you, um, they have no problem necessarily talking to you, but they don't really try to give off that they like you because, like I said, this person's really fixated on themselves and their lives. But I do feel like you cross their minds every once in a while. But I feel like this person gives you like, they watch you a lot from like their peripheral vision, so this person, they'll look up, they'll look at you a little bit, and then they look away. So this person doesn't necessarily like observe you to the fullest degree as the other two do, but I feel like this person does pay a little bit close attention to you, pile number one. So this person is the type of person that is like orbits you. So they I feel like this is like somebody from work, or if it's not from work, it's like school or some kind of structural environment that this person is in. But I feel like they are always kind of around you, but perhaps you don't notice that they're always around you because they're quiet, they're kind of stealthy, they do their job, they kind of keep their head down. But this person, they every once in a while will glance up, and then they'll think about you throughout the day. So this person also, I think, has a very vivid imagination, and they like to fantasize about you. So this is the type of person that will have a relationship with you, but in their mind instead of like in person, like they'll have like a whole fake relationship going on in their head. But this person definitely does pay attention to you. I also get that this person likes the way that you think and your style. So maybe you'll say something and they'll be like, "Oh, that's very inventive," or they'll like the way that you kind of how you just kind of are, the way that you move, the way that you act. This person really likes that about you. But I feel like this person can be a little bit like mysterious. This is the type of person that doesn't really tell people too much. This person kind of keeps to their own self in a lot of ways. So this person is really fixated on goals. So it's not necessarily that this individual is looking for a relationship, although I do sense that they would not mind having it with you. But I feel like this person is the type of individual that they're just focusing on a lot of other stuff, but you are something that they do like, and they, like I said, they kind of orbit around you, but maybe perhaps you don't notice them as much. Because again, it's like a boss or somebody that just kind of blends into the environment that you're in. So if you, for instance, are in a classroom, this could be somebody that sits in the back, or somebody that just kind of sits somewhere, but like they'll watch you from the side. And if you look at them, they like look down and keep doing their job, or, things like that. So that's what I have for my singles. For the ones that are in a relationship, I'm getting the sense that these other people, they pay attention to your relationships. They notice how the person that you're with treats you. Some of you guys might be getting engaged or is engaged. You're in a real serious committed relationship, and these people know that, and so that's why I think a lot of them do not approach you or really talk to you. This as well as these people, they wish that they could be with you. So I feel like these people really do fantasize about you a lot, pile number one. I feel like you are the type of person that you are like, oh, nobody likes me, nobody notices me, but everybody does, so it's like you have people around you that are secretly competing for your attention, but are maybe not like completely coming out and saying it. So I feel like you guys are kind of in the process of like I said, letting things go in your life, maybe not wanting people to know what's happening all the time in your life. And I feel like you have a lot going on in your life and you just don't really want somebody necessarily interfering with that. And that's kind of the vibe I'm getting from you guys. And so I think that they can pick that up as well. So we also have here cassette, outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. So I feel like for some of you guys, specifically, actually, let me just read all of these first before I just get into it. And then we have the butterfly, relationship evolving to the next phase, healing the inner child growth. And that's what I'm thinking too, especially with that wedding ring. If you guys, especially at the bottom of the deck, you guys, we have engagement rings. Some of you guys are getting engaged or getting married and you're stepping it up. And here's the thing. If you guys are, say, in a committed relationship, these can be like, the shark can be like your spouse, and the wolf and the deer is like a friend. Because I'm getting this sense too that it's like people that are around you all the time, or like at work or at school, or like in a friend group, or a friend of a friend, or a partner's friend. Like there's something there. So it's almost like people are acknowledging where you are in your status, like they're really paying attention to that stuff. And if this is like, say you are in a committed relationship, people like, you have the wolf and the deer that could be friends with the shark that is your spouse or somebody that you're with. Because I'm getting that with the shark, it's almost like this is this dominant kind of person. So I feel like for some of you guys, you could be with somebody and it's like the other two are orbiting around you and they're liking you, but there's nothing they can really do about it because you're in a committed relationship. So that's why I think it leaves to fantasies, because I'm getting a lot of these people fantasize about you. You guys are kind of just like that dream pixie vibe girl kind of energy, or like the girl next door. There's something about you guys that it's almost like you are unattainable or untouchable, but there's something that's like magical, or just something that really comes off as just like this dream that they wish that they could be in. So evolving to the next phase, healing the inner child and growth, wedding ring, union, wedding, married, soul connection, eternal love, everlasting promise. And then we have here coffee cup, missing the meeting and conversing, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted, and friendship. And then we have love, unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, and affected attraction. So I feel like for a lot of you guys, so I'm going to break these cards down for each person because I feel like each person is kind of going through a similar thing. So for the wolf, I feel like you guys have had a moment in time with each other, which I'm almost getting at a party or some kind of social event where you two accidentally bumped into each other or brushed against each other, or there is something where you two had some kind of conversation, or like you noticed them and they replay that over and over in their mind, especially if it was not that like far away, like if it was more of a recent event. This person really implies or plays it in their mind over and over again, and they think about you, and this person really thinks about what it would be like to date you. Because honestly, pile number one, even though you guys seem to have a lot going on in your life and you were releasing a lot of things, I feel like you guys kind of do come off as a little bit of marriage material. And so this person, then they see you, they kind of fantasize about what would it be like to be with you in the bedroom, What would it be like to be with you in an actual committed relationship? So this person, they do kind of fantasize about that. I'm also getting to, at one point, this person, they kind of wish that they would have asked you to go on a date with them. Perhaps they could have asked you, but I'm really getting that this person, they've contemplated this, like, oh, I really wish I would have asked pile number one out to a coffee date, or just to go meet up and to have some kind of a relationship in some way. Like, this person would want to make the next move. Like, this individual thinks about it a lot. This person also feels like, if they would have you in their life, that they would be the luckiest person ever to have you in their life, because they see you as such a unique individual, that this person really does just like admire you in a lot of ways. And so for the deer, I feel like this is something where this person has heard about your events. Like, they heard, oh, you're going to some friends thing, or you're going to this other thing, and this person, they kind of fantasize about what it would be like to just go with you to an event. I don't think you necessarily just go out and hang around this person as much, so I get the feeling that this person wonders what it would be like if they just got to have you on their arm when they go out and do things. Like, this person, they wonder about what it would be like to just go out partying with you, or to go out and have a date. Like, this person thinks about going on like movie dates with you, or, you know, making you food. Like, this person seems to be like the type of individual that maybe is perhaps even a little bit of a homebody, but they really like you and they really think about you a lot. I'm also getting to that this person is very creative and very artistic, and I get that this person, they see you kind of as their muse, somebody that kind of helps inspire them, and they might even write poetry or paint or draw or write music, and you're kind of that big inspiration for them. And I feel like this individual, they just kind of fantasize a little bit about what it would be like to have just like a night with you, just to see what it would be to kind of get to know you on a more one-on-one level, because I feel like this person, they know things about you, but they never really kind of got to sit down and really get to know you, really have that time with you. And it's almost like this person feels like every second with you would be kind of that special, like, I want to savor the moment kind of a thing. So every time that they are around you, it's like and this is kind of interesting too, when you walk past, if you wear perfume or cologne, because, you know, this can be for guys too, they really like how you smell. And so this is the type of person who pays attention to the way you smell and the way you do your hair, the way that you dress. So this person really likes your aesthetics. They really like the way that you portray yourself. And it's like this person, they can't get you out of their mind. And I get the feeling too that at one point, maybe this person gave you a ride home, or like took you somewhere, dropped you off somewhere. So maybe you guys had like a brief conversation in a car. This is not going to be for everybody, but this person replays that over and over in their mind about how they dropped you off at a friend's house, or how they helped you with something. There's something here that this person did that was to help you out, and they replay that over and over and over in their mind, because that's just like one of the things that they almost wish that maybe they could just tell you how they feel, but they're afraid of how you would react, or how it would change the dynamic between them and another person, or you and them. You know, this person is very much afraid of rejection, so they're very careful, but they're the type of person that if you would ask them to do anything for you, they'll just drop whatever they're doing at that moment. Even if it's important, they'll just drop it just for you, because that's the type of person that this individual is. They really, really would love to get to know you more on a one-on-one, and they fantasize about that a lot. So now we have the shark. I feel like the shark is kind of a interesting and more of a different kind of person, because this individual, like I said, is very fixated and focused on themselves and seems to be focusing on the future, although they do every once in a while glance over at you. I feel like this person does have a tendency to maybe, like I said, indulge a little bit in their mind. So maybe they think about you, but the way that they fantasize about you, it's kind of an interesting way, because they fantasize about, not in a way that I think you would suspect. It's like this person fantasizes about you in a way that's like, man, Pile number one would look so good on my arm. Pile number one would, it's almost like this person can see you as not necessarily a status symbol, but they see you as somebody that is definitely on a pedestal, somebody that they actually can see themselves, like they think they would look good with you. This person thinks that you two would be a good match in a lot of ways. This individual is very logical and very practical in the way that they go about their lives. So they try not to indulge too much in an emotional aspect, because this person, frankly, I think kind of just tries to avoid a lot of emotions when it comes to themselves. But I get that this sense that this individual, when they think about you, they kind of fantasize a little bit about what it would be like to be with you in the bedroom. They also kind of want to get to know you a little bit more. This person seems to be like somebody that, it's almost like this forbidden love in a way. Like if this isn't somebody that you're together with, marrying or in a romantic sense, this person feels like somebody that is like a better alternative or a better choice for you. That's kind of the vibe. It's like this person's like, yeah, so-and-so and me would be perfect together because of, and then they would like list off like a whole, like check off a list, this is the type of person. But I get the feeling that this person is like very stable and a little bit more, they're more stable financially, as well as even maybe a little bit inside themselves. So this person really does kind of come off as this person that would be like, oh, I'm better, I'm good for you. It's almost like a person that'd be pretty good for you on paper. But this person, they do have deep feelings for you, but they will never like lead that on or let you know. Primarily as well because I feel like they also kind of cut off a little bit of how they feel about you, because like they'll think about you and fantasize about you, and then they'll be like, okay, no, and then they'll try and shake it out of their mind and then focus on what they're doing. So this person sees you as a little bit of a distraction and a little bit of a break from their mundane lifestyle that they're dealing with, because I feel like this is the type of person who has a lot of burdens and a lot of people rely on them, and so you're kind of that guilty pleasure or a little bit of that escape for them when they think about you. And I feel like this person, when they do think about you, they're like, oh, well, I shouldn't like them because I'm their boss or because of some kind of circumstance. So again, there's something about you guys and about this situation that's a little bit of a, not like taboo, but it's just like inappropriate to be in a relationship with them. But at the same time, they kind of liked that. They kind of like that. It's almost like, oh, we shouldn't be doing that, but I kind of want to do that kind of a vibe. So I feel like these are the three people that are really fixated on you. And I'm just getting the sense that they really, really, when they do think about you, pile number one, it's like it brings a smile and a joy to them when they think about you, because I feel like you're dealing with three different individuals, and I feel like the wolf is a little bit more of a they just kind of feel like more like a party animal to me, or somebody that you just go and have a fun time with, and the deer just seems like this timid, artistic, introverted person, and the shark just feels like somebody who is very successful or focuses on their work. But it's like, so you have like three total different type of personalities that are into you, but each one has this fantasy about what it would be like to be with you, not only in the bedroom but also in a relationship level. So I feel like for a lot of you guys, these people, some of them are even aware of the other people too. So, like, the wolf might be aware of the deer, and the shark is aware of the wolf and the deer. Like, they all kind of know each other, but perhaps are not necessarily in the same group of friends or in the same colleagues or anything like that. So, it's kind of interesting because it's like people do notice, like, especially the wolf. The wolf notices more than the shark and the deer do on if you guys go out and do stuff, people staring at you. So, they all can tell that you kind of have like options and people pining after your attention. But I feel like the wolf in particular is maybe a little bit jealous because they're aware of how many people stare at you and how many people give you attention. And so I feel like for a lot of you guys, these are the type of people, the three people that you're dealing with, that like you, or I would even say love you to some degree, because some of them really do fantasize about you, and a lot of them really do wonder what it'd be like to be in a committed relationship with you. But yeah, that's really what I'm getting for my pile number 3. Hopefully this resonates for you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great day, pile number 1. Bye! All right, pile number 2. If you guys chose this deck or this beautiful ring, if it can ever focus, there we go. This is going to be your guys' reading for who has a crush on you. So who is crushing on my pile number 2s? Okay, pile number 2. Who has a crush on you? So for the other pile, there was 3, but with this one, I felt like there's only really one person, but I feel like this person really, really likes you, and it almost outshines anyone else. So I feel like for this pile, it's not that you don't have anyone else who's crushing on you, but I feel like the people that might be crushing on you are even people that just see you at the store, right? Or people that are strangers. But this one person in particular is just, it stands out above the rest. So I feel like it's the only one that really came out. And even when I started shuffling before all the cards came out, my first thought was only one person. So let's get kind of into a pile number 1. So for you guys, this person really observes you. I don't know if so we have the whale that represents them. This person feels very deeply. I'm getting that they're either like a water sign, like a Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer, or they have just a lot of feelings for you. This person is not afraid to know the depths of you. This individual, they really want to get to know you on a very deep, fundamental level. So I feel like this person might even be a friend or somebody that is trying to find their way to get to know you. One of the things that this person notices about you at this time is that pile number 2, you guys are kind of in between parts of your life at this moment. So you're juggling a lot, or there's something about you in the middle of making a decision. Should I do this? Should I not do this? Should I go for that? Should I not go for that? And there's things like this person sees you as a little bit indecisive about certain situations in your life. But this person, they see a solid 10 of cups with you. This individual very much so contemplates and thinks about you a lot, but they see you as a very deep person, somebody that they can really enjoy spending time with. This person, though, I do notice does not like the certain people that you hang around, or they just don't like how some of your friends talk to you or talk about you. So I feel like this person, they don't like, it's almost like this individual, it's hard to explain. So this person maybe perhaps was around. So I get the sense that for this pile, you guys could have just broken up with somebody, but this is like your best friend, because I get the sense that this could be somebody who is a friend or somebody that just, they're around you a lot more. So this person, they saw you go through heartbreak with somebody, and they saw that, like, the things that kind of came to an end in your life, this person noticed, especially because this is at the bottom of the deck, right? Lightning, sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, and transformation. This person has seen you gone through ups and downs, and they have seen the transformations that you have had. This person as well as also have seen you go into relationships and out of relationships, so they get the general sense of who you are while dating people. And I feel like this individual, they didn't like the person that you dated the last person you dated, because this person feels like you deserve better, and maybe perhaps they even told you that, like, oh, you deserve better than so and so, why were you even with that person? Like, this individual questions your taste of people that you date, because in a way it's almost like this person sees themselves as being the best partner for you. And I get the feeling too that this individual, they just really pay attention to the little details and the little things about you. So this individual, they really can see something special with you. This person understands how you give to people. So for instance, I feel like you were in a connection with somebody that perhaps you gave a lot, and this person saw that you gave your all in a connection, that you tried to work out this connection, and they could tell that the partner that you were with prior was not right for you. And so this person, they really try to, it's almost like they're really trying to prove to you in a way that they are the best person for you, or that they know what is good for you. So it's like this individual, they really observe you, and it's like their heart sings for you. They really do feel like you have a lot of control over them. So this is the type of person that when you have a upsetting news, or when something bad happens, you maybe go to them for advice. Or again, this is some kind of like friendship vibe that I'm picking up. But it's like this individual feels like they don't necessarily have a chance with you, but they really wish to have that chance with you, even though at the same time they're kind of afraid of ruining the relationship that they do have with you. So this person fantasizes what it would be like, say for instance, okay, like again, friends. If you were friends, it's like this person likes your friendship, but they want to be more than friends. But they're also afraid that if they say anything, then it might change it to where they won't have you in their life at all. So this person's kind of afraid to shake up the status quo with you, because they're afraid that you're going to reject them, or that there's something about, like, there's this sense of, like, what if I do go out on dates with pile number 2 and we end up not working out, and is that going to just affect the relationship now? So it's like this person really does pay attention to that, and they kind of do worry a little bit about that. But I'm getting the feeling that this person, they perhaps are in your friend group, and they just don't like the other person that you're around, because they feel like you deserve so much better than that. So this person, they see you in such a great way. They really like the way you think too. You're very intelligent. They also like the way that you just kind of see the world. You know, you have a unique way of viewing something, and this person, they really like that about you, and they feel like they would love to get to know that side of you a little bit more. And I feel like too, like, maybe you don't really hang out with this person on one-on-one, and they really would love to be able to have a one-on-one with you more often than what they do. And so it's kind of like this, another thing that it's kind of like, well, I feel like our friendship or other people are in the way. So there's kind of this weird tension between the two of you. But I'm really getting to that this person, they really like you, and they see you, and they admire you, and they wish that they could be able to express that in a way that doesn't like scare you off or doesn't turn you off, because this person's afraid that, like, they almost feel like they're walking a thin line with you, because they don't want to upset you, but they also don't want to stay stagnant with you. So it's almost like this person, when it's late at night, they'll lay in bed and they'll think about you, and they wonder about like, they almost like think about their time with you, and they fantasize about what it would be like to be in bed with you, just to lay there and cuddle you and things like that. So maybe this person even cuddles their pillow, or they'll just lay there thinking about what it would be like to just snuggle with you. So it's like this person has a lot of sweet energy towards you, but they're also just really afraid to just express that and to come out with that. And perhaps they've dropped little hints here and there. This is also the type of person that they just drop everything that they need to do to go help you out. So this is like a very reliable friend, or somebody who has like allowed you to cry on their shoulder a couple of times. Like this is the type of person who's very protective of you, and they really do see this like fragile side of you that they wish that they could just protect and keep. So this person really does kind of, it's like this person doesn't like it when other people flirt with you or talk to you, and maybe they just kind of like hover around you because they want to keep you safe. So, if this kind of gives off that more masculine protective vibe, but if even if you're like, say, a guy watching this, it's like you're just around a girl that maybe you're dating, or even it could be just the same sex. Honestly, you guys, gender is not really a thing that I'm focusing on. I'm focusing more on the energy. But I feel like you're dealing with somebody who just gets really jealous at times when you're talking to other people or when other people flirt with you. Or this person, they always try to keep a close eye on you, make sure that you're safe, make sure that you're okay. This person will like want to make sure that you make it home okay. And so maybe they'll text you and be like, "Did you make it home safely? Don't forget this." Like they always tell you little reminders, like when they hear something like, "Oh, I have a meeting today at this time," they're the type of person that'll text you and be like, "Don't forget the meeting," or they'll ask you, "How did it go?" Like this person's always paying attention to what's going on in your life, and then they try to follow up with that and ask you how it's going and how you're doing. So this is the type of person that would want to send you good morning and goodbye texts. That doesn't mean that they do, but they think about it if they haven't. So this person just really does, like, they think about you all the time, and they really want to be incorporated in your life in some way or another. So they really do just focus on you. They're like, "Wow, what is pile number 2 doing today?" So they're always kind of thinking about you in that way. And I feel like this person, they just kind of, they get fixated on you because it's almost like this person doesn't want to, it's like they don't want anybody else but you. And even if they've been dating people while knowing you, it's like they compare you to other people. So they, even if they don't mean to, it's just like, "Man, pile number 2 is so great. They would do this, they would do that." And it's like you're just kind of that measuring stick for him or her. Like when it comes to dating, they just kind of will look at other people and they'll be like, "Oh, well, pile number 2 wouldn't do that or wouldn't say that." And it's like this person just really gets like they just get nervous before seeing you. They'll like groom themselves. They will like brush their hair, brush their teeth. Like they will try to make themselves look good before meeting you. So this person just, they really get nervous and anxious every time they see you. They just get butterflies. And every time that they get a text message from you, it's like it just lights up their world. Or like when you message them, it just lights up their world. They get excited and they smirk and they smile, and then people around them are like, "Ooh, who are you talking to?" Like, because this person is very perhaps shy or isn't necessarily the most like go out and get it kind of a person. So when people do notice that they get excited when they see your messages. So people might even make fun of them for that. I also get the feeling that somebody around them knows that they like you, and they might even tease them for that because they're always like, "Well, you never go out and try," or, it's like this person has people around them that maybe try to I'm trying to think of the word. It's like cheer them on, try to influence them to say something to you. But I get the feeling that this person doesn't feel like they really have much of a chance with you. This person does kind of see you a little bit as out of their league, and this person doesn't feel like they have enough to give you or enough to offer you. So they kind of are like in the process of building things up for themselves before just coming towards you and confessing their love to you or telling you how they really feel. So this is the type of person that just, they play it safe. They always have played things safe. They're very cautious about how they come across. They try to like I say, like look nice. They always try to put on a front or a good face to you. Like they never want to. It's like this person, you might never really see them upset. And if you do see them upset, they try to control that because they don't want you to have a bad image about them. Like this person really does try to be a more positive. They really want you to view them in a very positive light. So this person really tries not to, like they're afraid of being judged by you. They're afraid of like maybe your reaction to them. So they're very cautious about how they approach you, or about how that they communicate with you, how they do certain things with you. So they're always kind of paying attention to that. And I think that's something too that's also just really nice for them, because they really just try to fixate on like I don't even know if this person's like OCD or anything, but they definitely like they try to present themselves in a very nice, clean way. So, for instance, if you're going to get in the car with them and it's their car, they're going to try and clean up their car. They're going to vacuum it out, or they're going to like clean up everything. If you're going to their place, they're going to clean it up. They're going to look nice. Like this person is really afraid of giving or coming off in any way in a bad perception, because they just don't want you to have that about them. And this person really does pay attention to the things that you like and the things you don't like, and then they go and study it, or they go and like research it so that they can try to impress you later on. So I don't know if you'll notice this, but like say for instance you'll be like, oh, I really like cooking and you really like this specific dish, and this person hears about it, they'll like Google it and help figure out the best recipes, and then they'll learn things about that region of food and that cooking, and they'll be like, oh, did you know that if you apply this or if you do that? So it's like this person always like studies you, and then they study about what you like so that they can try to impress you on their knowledge about something, right? So that's kind of the energy that I give off. So we have here paradise, happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. And then we have here girl with a snake, empath, a narcissist paradigm, being charmed or used, enabled, and boundaries. And then we have here seduction, attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, third-party influence. And see, this is feeling with that Third of Cups, like an influence. I feel like this person has seen you with, like, say, I wouldn't say like a narcissist, but definitely somebody with narcissistic traits. They feel like you're being taken advantage of. This person has seen you in that light of being taken advantage of, and this person not deserving you. And I feel like this is like somebody that's friends with you, that perhaps knew you when you were dating somebody and was always around you and this person while you guys were dating, and they just didn't like the way that this person treated you, the way that they felt around you. But this person always have noticed that seductive quality about you. This person feels very seduced by you. They really like your physical appearance. They really love the way you look and the way that you act. So this person really enjoys and loves to see you smile. I also get that this person really is very playful with you in a lot of ways. They try to be very playful with you. Like, you make this person's day, and I feel like this person tries to make your day as well. So this person might even try and give you little gifts, or they will just, for instance, be like, oh, don't worry, lunch is on me today, or, you know, go get you like a cup of coffee or something. Like, they like try to show they care by little acts of service or by giving you gifts. Because this person really wants you to, again, see them as somebody that's reliable, somebody that they can actually have a connection with. And I feel like that is kind of where you stand with them. So this person really does pay close attention to you and how you act around them. And so I feel like that's kind of how this person really perceives you. But they definitely notice that I think you guys currently, pile number 2, are working towards bettering your boundaries in relationships, and that is something that they're definitely paying attention to. This individual also, like, they pay attention to the way, like I said, that you and that other relationship, how it went down, because I feel like this person was around to see you break up or to see something happen to you, and it's like they didn't like that, how this person treated you, and they didn't like how this person kind of had a pull on you. So this individual, they're very jealous. I get the sense that they're a little bit of a jealous type. And I just feel like they work really hard on letting things, like they try to let things go and they try not to get fixated on certain things, but with you it's like they can't really help it. They find you to be so kind and so caring that they worry about you getting taken advantage of again. And I feel like this person, they kind of fantasize about like, well, I would never hurt pile number two. I would never do that for them. Like this person really wishes that you would just see them in the way that they see the relationship between the two of you. And so I feel like you guys are kind of in this, like, this person kind of feels conflicted with you because on one hand, they view you as this friendship, this person that they can laugh with, that they can enjoy their time with, but then there's also this part of them that is really physically attracted to you, and they really like the way that you like move your body or the way that you talk. This person really, they notice little things about you and then they think about it all the time. Like when you laugh, maybe with the way you laugh, like your little, like your nose will kind of scrunch up and they like that. So like they'll notice little tiny things, they'll like nitpick little things out that they like about you, and then they love that about you. So then they think about it all the time and they see that uniqueness about you. And I guess that this person, when they do see you flirting with other people or talking to other people, they get kind of anxious or kind of jealous or try to interfere with it because they don't want you to get hurt again, but they also don't want to see you get into another relationship and then them have to go through that. Because I feel like this person, it was really hard for them to see you going into another relationship because this person, they really, really like you. And they just feel like life would be so much better if they were with you. And so I feel like this is just a friend or even a coworker, but I feel like it's really a friend here because I feel like this is somebody that just was around you when you were going through some heavy stuff in your life, and this person has seen you just in some really rocky situations, and it's like this person really wishes that they can just comfort you and take care of you. And it's like this person thinks about what would it be like to have children with you or to have a family with you, and they kind of like view it in that way, like, you know. And again, other people, I feel like there's other people just involved or just around you guys all the time. And so this person, they really do try to put themselves in a position to where they can have more alone time with you, or they try to get you to see them or notice them more. So it's like, again, they really try to impress you with either their knowledge or with little things that they can do for you. It's like this person really, I feel like, again, acts of service is a huge sign. I feel like you're going to know this person by just the way that they, like, you're going to know who this is in the reading just by what they do for you. Because I feel like for some of you guys, like if you had car problems, they know how to fix it or they'll help you with it. I feel like this person is just that individual. So they're always constantly looking out for you. They're always constantly making sure that you are taken care of. This person maybe tries to text you. I feel like you guys maybe talk every day or every other day. And the times that this person's at work too, they're constantly thinking about you. So it's like every time this person has a second to just relax, you're always coming to their mind. And so this person really feels like it's not necessarily like an unhealthy obsession, but I feel like this individual definitely does in a way obsess about you or think about you because they really do want to have a good relationship with you, and they really want you to see them for who they are, and they're so afraid that you're not going to like them in that way. And so this person, they just keep trying to, I feel like sometimes even they get very defensive about you to a lot of other people. And I feel like this person has defended you a couple of times as well. Or they just, sometimes they maybe even overstep their boundaries with you too because of how much they care about you. It's almost like in a way they'll get defensive or they'll say something to you or like, oh, I don't think you should be with that guy, or why are you talking to that guy? And then they'll get mad about it and you'll be like, why do you care? And then they'll be like, I don't care. What made you think I cared? And then they'll try and back down from it, but like really they're actually upset about it because they really want you to notice them and not the other people around you. And this person thinks that you have bad taste in dating because you've dated perhaps people that were kind of narcissistic, or people that, and I don't even like to use the word narcissist because it gets thrown around a lot, but it's just people that are a little bit toxic or don't have your best interest at heart. So this person, they just really think that you deserve better, and that the type of people that you settle for is not the best. So it's like this person kind of sees you as somebody that maybe perhaps doesn't necessarily see your worth, because in their mind they're like, wow, we would be so much of a better match, and I wouldn't treat pile number 2 that way. And it's like this person really does think about all of the ways that they could make your life easier if you would just give them that chance. So it's just kind of an interesting energy, because I feel like this person really does fixate on you guys a lot. They really do think about you guys a lot, and that you guys are always on their mind. And so I feel like this person is always just, they really want to have a real connection with you guys. And I think this person is hoping that the longer they spend time with you, the more that they can prove themselves, then you will see them in the way that they finally see you. So it's like this person really does try to impress you, and they do everything they can to impress you. I also feel like this person maybe will even try to purposely flirt with other people in front of you to see if you have any feelings towards them, like to see if you have any weird reactions, because I feel like this individual, they really do want to get kind of a rise out of you, because maybe perhaps they feel like you don't really care, and so they try to make you care so that they can feel better about it. So it's like you're kind of dealing with somebody that does that from time to time, but you really do, and they really do enjoy your one-on-one time with each other. They really enjoy being around you. This person just loves your energy. They love how you make them feel. You make them very happy. And so I feel like this is the type of person that has a huge crush on you guys. And I think that this person really does enjoy being around your energy and just who you are as a person. This individual really enjoys a lot about you, and they feel like their life is kind of stagnant at the time, because they feel like it's almost like you're just like that missing piece that will just make their life so much better. And that's kind of the way that they view you in a lot of ways. So, but yeah, that's what I have for my pile number 2s. I hope that this resonates for you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I wish you have a great and wonderful day. Thank you so much. Bye. All right, pile number 3. If you guys chose this deck or this beautiful ring, here we go, focus. This is going to be your guys' reading. So who has a crush on my pile number 3? Who likes my pile number 3? All right. Okay, pile number 3. Who has a crush on you? Well, I am seeing 2 people who have a crush on you guys. So I'm going to try and break it down in the best way possible, but let's start off with the people that are having a crush on you guys. So we have the deer and the phoenix. So what I'm getting from the deer is I'm getting somebody who I feel like you guys know that this person may like you, but perhaps this is somebody that you just are not into at all in any way, shape, and form romantically. Maybe you like them as a friend or you don't mind them as an acquaintance, but not as a romantic partner. Not because anything necessarily is wrong with them. It's just that I get the sense that for you guys, you just don't really feel like you vibe with this person, right? The energy between the two of you just doesn't seem to be. But I feel like this individual really does like you a lot. They think about you a lot. And I feel like this person might even be a little bit cynical at times, especially when it comes to a certain issue with you guys. So I feel like you guys are dealing with somebody who always thinks about you and wishes that you would give them this chance. I feel like this could be a friend or an acquaintance. Oh, I'm also getting somebody at work. So it's really hard to kind of narrow it down because this seems like somebody, but I am getting somebody at work or somebody that you just run into and you're like, oh, it's them. And they're always super excited to talk to you or to see you. And maybe you just kind of like, hey, hi, how are you? But you're not necessarily like happy to be around this person. I get the feeling that this person is really happy to see you because it's like you just brighten up their day. There's something about you guys. I'm also just getting to that this person almost views you as like a soulmate or somebody significant in their life. This person really does just really fantasize about you a lot. This person also is kind of just quirky and weird, but in their own way. And I just feel like they do little things or say little things that kind of perhaps even bug you at times. And so I feel like you guys might even know who this is. But this person, they just find you amazing. They find you like a work of art. They I don't know why this came to my head. It's like you're like a tall glass of water and they want to drink you. Like this person really likes you. And I get that there could even be like maybe even an age gap or an age difference, or it's like this person is just not your type of person, like the type of people you date. Like you're not necessarily physically attracted to them in the way that you know what I mean? Like they're not your type. So I feel like that's kind of the person that is the deer. And then we have the phoenix. And I feel like this person, you really like maybe perhaps as well. There is some kind of rapport here, but I'm getting that this individual, it's almost giving me kind of like scorpionic vibes because I know Scorpio also kind of can signify the phoenix, especially the phoenix rising kind of a thing. But I just feel like this person really, really likes you, but they like you in a lot of ways that it's like this individual, I feel like they always have a lot going on in their life, and maybe they're always around drama or they're always around things that are constantly happening. And I'm just getting that this person, they're kind of interesting because perhaps you don't know, like it's hard to explain with this individual because there feels like there's this shroud of mystery about this individual, that perhaps you don't know much about them or that they kind of come off in that way, kind of mysterious. This person is a type of individual that they like to keep things to themselves, but they are also maybe like they're kind of like a charismatic or flirty kind of person. So you might even see them a little bit as a player, but I get that this person really does like you. Like they see you and they like to be around you. But I get that this person has a lot of options as well, or is at least distracted by other people. I don't know where perhaps you have met this person. I get this feeling as well too, is that maybe this person knows you from like Instagram or knows you from some kind of social media, or they know you from a friend. There's some kind of weird like this person, they know you or they know of you, and then they come around every once in a while or they hear about you because I don't know, there's something about it, but they focus on you online. It feels like an online thing going on here, but it's like you have somebody that does have kind of a crush on you, or they I almost get the feeling that this is kind of somebody that is like a stranger. Like you don't really know them, like you know them, but you don't know them. Like you see them around the store, you see them around like when you go get coffee, or there's like some place that you guys frequently visit, and perhaps you've seen them around. And maybe you guys don't even really know who this person is, but it does kind of give off that little bit of a stranger vibe, which is why I'm kind of having a hard time pinpointing how you know this person. And I feel like it's because they either know you only from online or they know you from a location you go to. But this person, they do notice you and they think you're very cute or very handsome. The way you are, they see you at like I don't know. It's just something about this. It kind of gives off like that they don't know much about you, but they're not really talking to you. And if they do talk to you, it's not very much. So it's like you maybe talk to this person once in a very, very great while. But it definitely does kind of get this vibe of like this person kind of, they just see you around, or they know you from somewhere or someone. But it's like you two don't have interactions all of the time. So currently right now, I feel that a lot of you guys maybe have had a lot of imbalances in relationships. And I get the sense that a lot of you are also just focusing on your foundation at this time, pile number 3. You're really just focusing on getting yourself together. Some of you guys might even be like a single parent, but there's just something here where you have a lot of responsibilities and there's a lot going on and you have a lot on your plate. And I feel like some of you dating, or even the idea of thinking about dating, could be kind of hard for you at this time, but maybe you just wanted to click on this video just because you're curious, but it's like you have a lot going on besides just focusing on love. So I think that for a lot of you guys, maybe you've dealt with a lot of people who were very inconsistent in your life, that were in and out of your life, people that were not holding their end of the end of their promise or their word. It's like this person kept denying certain things, and it's like this has been very difficult for you guys and hard for you to let certain things go. I get that you guys have definitely been trying to focus on healing through something. Like, you guys have gone through a lot in your love life. And I get that that's another thing too, is you're very cautious about people and who you are around. I do think that you are aware of the Phoenix, though. I think you have seen them around and thought, oh, this person's kind of cute, but you never really realized that they like you. So it's kind of a weird, like, you two maybe have kind of a crush on one another. But I feel like this dear person is always just around you and is always just kind of like a little bit of an inconvenience in your life. But I do get that you guys have been working on setting yourself free from past hurt and things that just didn't work out for you. I think you were promised a deal of money, or you were promised something in a relationship, and it just didn't work out. And I feel like a lot of you guys, you kind of got messed over a lot in dating and in relationships. So somebody could have stolen money from you, took from you, lied to you, and really just hurt you in a lot of ways. And I think that a lot of you have kind of became a little bit jaded or pessimistic when it comes to dating, and so you're just very cautious about it. You don't just go around just to date anybody. It's like you guys are just really reserved and really to yourselves in a lot of ways, pile number 3. But I do get that you definitely have some people that do admire you or secretly is crushing on you. And I'm getting that for a lot of you guys. Like I said, I feel like the deer sees you as like somebody that's kind of like soulmate, right? They see you as somebody that's like significant in their life, even if you don't view them in that way. So let's start breaking down these cards here for you guys. So we have twin flames, yin yang, zen, balance, union, duality, coupling, complement each other. And I feel like what I'm getting from this card is that you're just balancing out your life and you're just trying to find somebody that matches you. And that is where you're at right now. You're focusing more on the compatibility and just being more logical, perhaps, when it comes to dating, because you've been hurt too many times. And so I feel like this deer is aware of that as well. Like, there's people around you that notice that about you, that you're just really trying to focus on balancing yourself, and you just want that equal partnership, and you just want somebody that could give to you. So that's really what I'm getting from that card. We have here the butterfly, relationships evolving in the next phase, healing the inner child and growth. Yeah, so you guys are really transforming yourself right now. I feel like you are really just taking time out for yourselves to really heal and ground yourself, because I do get the sense that whatever this last relationship was, maybe perhaps was a little bit of a doozy for you, or again, it was just kind of that marking point in your life where you're like, never again, I don't want to ever attract another person like that to me. And so it's like you're working really hard to no longer attract that type of a person into your filled into your energy. It's like you're just like, how can I grow from this? How can I heal from this? So I feel like some of you guys are kind of really in this point of your time where you're really healing and really putting in the work to get yourself out of any type of financial hole or any type of situation that you're in currently. And it's like you really just want to be independent and stable on your own 2 feet before really deciding on getting into another relationship with another person. Because I feel like for a lot of you guys, you just don't want that to be the factor of your relationship. You don't want to become super codependent or rely too much on a person for your own happiness. And I get that sense that for a lot of you guys, it's like you're taking relationships in a more mature approach and being a little bit more thoughtful and a little bit more careful on who you let into your life, because I feel like you've let certain people into your life that has completely destroyed you or have wreaked havoc in your life to where it was really damaging to not only your self-esteem but to like your finances, to your physical health, to different things and aspects of you. So now you're kind of in that process of, no, I'm not going to accept just anybody anymore. We have here coffee cup, meeting and conversing, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted in friendship. So I feel like for a lot of you guys right now, you're just really focusing on your friendship and your group of friends. I also am getting that you guys maybe go out a lot with your friends to celebrate or to have a good time. Like a lot of you guys are really just not wanting to focus too much on a past connection, because I get that, again, you're healing and working through that. And I feel like when you go out and about and you do stuff, people notice you, especially, again, something about this Phoenix, it's like they have seen you around other people. So I feel like you have a person that you don't like, that you know has a crush on you, and you know who this person is. And then you have a person who is crushing on you, but they're kind of like a stranger, but they're like that person that you see around once in a while, or say you have talked to them, but it's like brief intervals in conversation where it's not like it's all the time. And so maybe I feel like that Phoenix could have caught your eye a little bit, but it seems like it's not really going anywhere, because it's kind of like, again, it's like having to make, it's like you're a little jaded in dating and not necessarily 100% energetically open to dating, and this person is maybe a little shy or a little afraid of the rejection if they did come forward. Also, I feel like this person may be trying just to test out the waters a little bit with you. We also have clock. Need time, takes time, in time, cycles, time to heal and progress. Yeah, I feel like you guys have been making progress in your healing, and I know that it has not been very easy for you guys. I feel too that a lot of you, it's like you have given yourself the permission to take time to heal and to also just take time to be single, even if it's been a little bit of a struggle for you, because you guys might have been the type of people that would jump from relationship to relationship, or maybe it didn't take you too long to be single until you're in the next relationship. And now I feel like you guys are kind of saying, you know, maybe I need to take time for myself. Maybe I really need to evaluate what is it that I really want. So I feel like with you guys in taking out that time, it's like you're really just figuring out what you want in a relationship and what's going to be beneficial for you and what's going to make you happy. Instead of just dating people that you think it's going to make you happy, you're actually, like I said, taking a more practical and more mature approach to dating, and you're being a little bit more conscientious and a little bit more careful about who you let into your life. Because again, whoever that person was in the past, it was almost like the Tasmanian devil, right? They just kind of came in, wrecked the place, and then left. And then it's like you're there to pick up the broken pieces and to fix everything and to gain. It's like you never really, it was really difficult for you, and I feel like that was kind of something that you were choosing to let go of. And so it's like you're healing and working through that, and I get that sense that a lot of you guys, you're releasing that, you're letting it go, you're no longer holding on to it. And I think that that's something that is also makes you kind of attractive at this time, because I'm getting that even though there's only 2 people that are showing up as having a crush on you, those are people that have been around you or has seen you enough times to start to develop crushes on you. But you're like the type of pile that when you go out, maybe people stare at you a lot, people notice you a lot more. because I feel like you guys are starting to pour more into your own cup, and you're starting to say, you know what, I'm just going to focus on myself. I'm going to take care of myself. And even though this is not easy for me, I'm just going to do what's best for me. And it's almost like because of that, you're radiating a little bit more self-love than you normally do. And so people are kind of becoming more drawn to that. People are more attracted to that. And people are just gravitating towards your energy because they can sense this healing that you've been doing. And it's almost like as though people around you, they feel like if they're around you more, then they can get the healing too. So it's like you have people that want to kind of live by you, like a kind of proxy, like they just want to take all your energy from you. So maybe you've been tired a lot. So it's like pay attention to the people around you, pile number 3, because I feel like you guys might be prone to like energy vampires, you know, because you have this energy that is so magnetic and so healing right now. Even though I feel like your main thing is just not focusing on other people, it's like with that not today, not dealing, hurt, avoiding a conversation, a call, a person, boundaries, and still angry. I feel like you guys are still angry with the past connection, or you're still going through some of the things that a past person did to you. And I feel like when other people kind of try to approach you, you're just like, not today. You know, I'm not handling that today. I don't want to deal with that person today. And it's like you're just kind of in this process of really just letting things go and really just healing through this, because I feel like a lot of you guys, like I said, you guys are going through a lot of upheavals or ups and downs in connections, and this has not been a very easy thing for you. And so even though I feel like this pile, you clicked onto who is crushing on you, I feel like this pile is not necessarily looking for a relationship at the moment, because of past hurts and you just healing through your issue, but perhaps you checked because you were curious. But again, it's like there are people that are just not even acquaintances. They're just like strangers that they think about you. They'll be like, wow, that girl or guy was really hot. And then maybe later on in the day, you'll just pop up in their mind again, and they don't know your name. They don't know anything about you, but you've left an impact on them by you just walking past them in the store, or on the streets, or when you go out partying with your friends, or when you go do something, people notice you. Like even when you go and run errands, I get the feeling that sometimes you guys like maybe put your hair up in a bun, or you kind of are in a hurry, right? When you're rushing through and doing certain things, like you won't even notice half the people that stare at you because you're so busy on, okay, I got to go do this, I got to go do that. And so it's like you're so in your own world, and people are kind of intrigued by that. And so even though you have 2 main crushes, I just feel like you have a bunch of strangers that remember you and think about you, and they're like, man, I really wish I could run into that girl or guy again, but sometimes they never do. And if they do, they're like maybe too afraid to approach you. So you have like a bunch of people that think about you that are just random strangers. And I get to that for some of you guys, maybe you're the type of person that when you walk past, it kind of upsets. Like say for instance, if you're a girl, you dress kind of nice or you just look good, and when you go past, there'll be this couple, and the woman will look at the guy that they're with to see if the guy looks back at you, right? So there is a little bit of those kind of insecurities that you maybe bring out in other people's relationships. Even if you have like friends that are dating and say you're single, those friends maybe even be a little intimidated about like, oh, this person's gonna steal my man. You know, I know that this is like who has a crush on you reading, but you're just that person that like people will fantasize about you even if they don't know your name, even if they don't know who you are, because you just really kind of come off as this fantasy to people, this like mysterious lady or this mysterious guy that walks past, and it's like they'll never see you again, but it was like you captured something in them. And I feel like again you have friends, or I just get the feeling too that you're the type of people that maybe a lot of people have been jealous of you or have been rude to you and mean to you, and you never really knew why. And it's because you bring out a lot of insecurities in a lot of people. And I feel like relationships is a big one for them because, again, people are afraid that you're going to steal their man or their woman away. You know, like there's this a little bit of this tension, but also people wanting to compete to get your attention or compete to get you off the market so that you're not a threat to them, right? So it's like something about that where people feel like you're a threat to their relationship or you're a threat to them getting a chance to date. So if you have like single girlfriends around, maybe they try to make you look bad or they try to one up you in some way. Like I feel like you're the type of person that you're kind of unique in your own way, and because you've been so much more focused on yourself lately and more focused on your own stability, it's just made you 10 times more magnetic to people, and so they really want to get drawn to you. And I think that really does impact other people around you. And so I feel like at this time you might notice people throwing shade at you or being mean to you for no reason, or you just having a hard time making friends or having a hard time doing certain things. And it's because of that, because you guys kind of carry that seductive quality to you. There's something about you, pile number 3, that is a little bit sensual. And I feel like it's interesting because the last 2 piles I just mostly talked about their crushes because it's who has a crush on you reading. But for this pile, I feel like you guys are so fixated on yourself, and that is what's making your crushes want you more because they're focusing on how you're focusing on yourself. So this is kind of a very interesting reading, pile number 3, because I feel like a lot of people, when they meet you, they're like, oh my God, pile number 3 is my soulmate. And they get really into it because they see and view you as like this goddess or god that is like somebody that it's like a lot of people put you up on a pedestal and then they're afraid to try and meet you up on that pedestal, you know? So I feel like you guys are that type of pile that you're minding your own business, you're moving on in your own life, but a lot of strangers or a lot of friends or a lot of people are attracted to you. And I feel like, again, that like person, like the deer, even though they probably know they have no chance with you and they know that you probably are not into them, they still fantasize about it and they still try because I feel like this person really does enjoy being around you. And I feel like the Phoenix person, they do notice you everywhere, like around town, or just they see you off and on. I get the feeling that this person, they do definitely think about you. And if they know you, if they know your social media at all, they'll like your photos or they'll constantly be checking out what you're up to. So it's like you just have people who are stalking you or people who are just obsessed with you guys. And I don't think you guys are taking this a second out of your day to really stop and notice that because you're so fixated and so busy on your work or on yourself and healing, and because you're so closed off and you're not necessarily looking for people to date. It's just like you're not noticing the attraction that you have around you and the people that do want to be with you. And so I really feel like that's kind of a lot of the energy that you guys really exude. And so I feel like that's another reason why you have so many suitors or so many people, because a lot of these people, like I said, they maybe don't necessarily come out and tell you that they like you or that they want to be with you because they're afraid of that rejection or they're afraid of your response. Because I am getting that a lot of people, they observe you and they kind of get that vibe from you that you're not looking for anybody, that you're not really ready for a relationship. And so a lot of these people are kind of like, oh, I should back away from pile number 3 because I don't want to get hurt, but I also don't want to be rejected by pile number 3. So a lot of people can kind of just get that feeling like energetically, or at least on a subconscious level, that you're not really looking for anyone. So maybe you guys go throughout your day and you don't get approached as much. Like people will not approach you and just start start up a conversation, and it's because you give off that vibe of don't talk to me, leave me alone, like I'm fixated on this, I'm doing my own thing. And so some people are really like intimidated by that, and they really kind of keep their distance because they can sense that you're not interested or that you're just busy or that you're just fixated on one thing. So it's like your energy is kind of repelling people away from you, but at the same time there's a lot of people that really want to come towards you. So that's really what I'm getting for you guys, on the people who have crushes on you. But yeah, pile number 3, that is really what I have for you guys. I'm hoping that this resonates for you guys, and thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great and wonderful day, pile number 3. Thank you. Bye.